Hey everybody, it's Monica with King's Titan Homestead. Boy, I'd rather be outside right now, but we are having really horrible winds and gusts that are like 35, 40 miles an hour. So I just know that you wouldn't be able to hear me. I don't have really good equipment yet as for videoing and, muffling out the wind noise. And I also do not have dubbing software where I could do voiceovers. So basically I brought the rocks inside that I'm about to talk to you about. And basically what I'm going to, my topic today is rhyolite. So rhyolite is a igneous rock that is formed from magma rich in silica. So you'll have like these inclusions in it, which is really awesome. But it's when a volcanic vent cooled quickly on the surface, not underground, but on the surface. And so that's when this rhyolite is formed. Metaphysically, for those that are really drawn and have strong energetic tendencies towards different minerals. There's some metaphysical properties that are around these as well. They're thought to facilitate change and to assist to calmly deal with challenges. So maybe I should call this my menopause rock. No, just kidding. But it helps to fulfill goals and to make your dreams come true. While strengthening your soul, your body, and your mind. For those that believe in that, I pretty much probably should be sleeping with a huge room full of this, if that's the case, because I have so many goals and so many dreams that I want to fulfill. But I just love rocks. I am not a person who has been blessed by feeling the energies from them, but I just wanted to mention that for those that are, because it is something that is quite special that I have witnessed. But let's talk about how the Native Americans used them. And here is a small clip of some of the artifacts in our collection that are made out of rhyolite. And here are some of the Native American artifacts from southern Arizona made from the rhyolite. Here we have a knife, and these are all kind of, you can see how the edges are chipped, and they were used for probably knives or skinning, or especially this one. Look at how nice, even though it was probably just a flake off of a core, like you see this one is, they still would utilize that. There's no waste in what they were doing. Again, this one is flaked on the edges, so you can just imagine it being held and scraped with. But some of the better artifacts are these points, and these points are actually archaic, meaning that they are closer to like 10,000 years old. This is just a nice, again, a nice flake, showing one of the colors that the rhyolite comes in. But take a peek at these points here. This is a drill, and all of them are rhyolite. You can see the inclusions in them in different colors. And those artifacts were sitting on top of a metate. And the metate is a grinding stone. They would literally use things called manos, which means hand in Spanish, and this would be for grinding. And this is a rhyolite metate, again. And these are rhyolite manos in different colors with the inclusions. This is a really, really cool piece. And this here is a rhyolite pestle that would have gone with a mortar. You can see the really worn to it. So that's not all the different types. I mean, I showed you kind of like a mortar, or not a mortar, a pestle. A pestle would be the grinding part where you would grind into the mortar, just like you would do your herbs and seasonings and spices today. The Native Americans actually would use these tools to grind up seeds and other things that they collected in order to pulverize them. So this is another rhyolite, basically a gigantic two-handed rhyolite pestle. And the only reason why we can really tell that it is a pestle is because it has significant wear around this point here. And so you can tell that it was being used as a grinding stone. Plus where it was found also tells us that it was a Native American artifact. In this area, it would be the Hohokam people, and prehistorically, and the O'odham of today. But they use this rhyolite for many different artifacts, as you can see from the points and everything that I showed you previously, to hammerstones as well. And the hammerstone, you know, again, it's a rock that's found in a Native American site, at a Native American site, so that it's found in situ, so that you kind of can tell that the work that's been done on it is from use. So this is a pounder or a hammerstone. So literally one hand, and you'd use it to flake off chunks off of another rock that's softer than it. So there's really cool, because I have 3 different specimens here. All of these are hammerstones used and found at a site here close to Tucson on private property. And all of these 3 are rhyolite, but just different colors of rhyolite. So it's pretty awesome. I actually really love hammerstones. I'm more into the use of things than for aesthetics or something like that. I don't like just, you know, artifacts aren't just, you know, pretty and cool things to look at. Some things basically are rough tools. Some things are really difficult to distinguish. The only reason why you know some of them are tools is because of where they were found. This is the rhyolite hammerstones. But let's get into, I just showed you 3 different colors of hammerstones, but rhyolite is formed not only in gigantic boulders and mountains, but it's also formed in these really awesome nodules. So this is a rhyolite nodule. As you can see on the outside was just a round stone that didn't really look like anything. I'm seeing if I can piece it together here real quick. But when it was broken open, there's the rhyolite inside. So this one is actually going to be available on our Etsy store. Rhyolite also comes in these nodules. I mean, look at, isn't that really cool? I mean, it looks kind of like a dinosaur egg or something just really unique on the outside, but when it's busted open, it's just a rhyolite nodule. The same thing here. Beautiful round rock, almost looks like a ball, but on the inside, it is a rhyolite nodule. This one too, I believe, is going to be on our Etsy store. People not only collect them and use them for metaphysical properties, but they also use them to make jewelry, rock gardens, all kinds of different things. And so if you need any of these items, they're going to be in our Etsy store. The other really cool thing is our thunder eggs will have bands of agate inside the rhyolite nodule. So we also have, this is a very low quality one that I'm showing here because mostly I only want to talk about the rhyolite, which is this purple. But this bandit of agate will a lot of times fluoresce. Sometimes it fluoresces green, and then sometimes if it has any like calcite and stuff in it of this area, you'll have this really cool red center where the calcite is, and then the agate on the outside fluoresces green under a shortwave UV light, and it is really killer. I mean, like, just totally awesome. So you'll see rhyolite in different colors, but mostly you'll see these in, like I talked about, the silica forming, and it having basically all these different really awesome colors to it. So we will have raw rhyolite, we will have rhyolite artifacts, and we will have rhyolite nodules for sale at King's Titan Homestead Etsy store. And just remember, for being one of our followers, you get a 10% discount off of any $50 order by using the coupon code Titan, TITAN 10. So don't forget to use your coupon code, just for us saying thank you for following our YouTube channel. Have a great day. Just stay tuned for more cool things.